fantasy football, RSVP. So let's get right to it with Aaron Rodgers Rising, part 2. Okay, people are asking me for updates the last several weeks, but an Achilles injury, you really want to wait a few weeks before you have more significant, updates. In rehab can be very slow and forthcoming. So, Aaron Rodgers went from 8 weeks ago, hurting his Achilles. Now he went to walking in a boot. It's supposed to be 6 weeks into a sneaker. He did it in like 2 weeks. 3 weeks. He's already like walking around in a sneaker. He's not even in a boot anymore. Now he's walking. I mean, they said they saw him at the Belmont racetrack. You wouldn't even notice, that he was injured, walking around. Now he's, progressing along, and he's in a soft shoe with a little curve on the bottom, breaking records all the time. And they keep saying, week 12, week 13. This guy's coming back. Okay, let me tell you, I'm a sports nutritionist, personal trainer, 30 years. Okay, I understand the body. I've worked with ankles, rehabilitation for 30 years. A licensed massage therapist. I deal with injuries and rehab all the time. And I studied, the speed bridge procedure. And he's ahead of schedule. So he is coming back week 13 and 14. I hope he's on your team. Okay, because he's going to be back right in time for the playoffs. And guess who else is coming back for the Jets? Their starting center and right guard, who are on injured reserve. They'll be coming back right at that time. And they just got one of their offensive linemen back last week. So they should be rounding into shape. Bit of a soft schedule coming up, other than a game or two. And, he's now got a rounded shoe and orthotics put in where he's just walking around normally. And he's doing three-step drops and throwing the ball 50 yards, And next what comes is a lateral movement. Okay, he's dropping back 1, 2, 3 and whipping the ball out. I mean, look, we're in week 10. Watch out for week 13. Watch out for week 13. I will say, and I'm going to do more weekly updates because now it's progressing and he's starting to get better and he's doing all sorts of therapy and he's into it. It's the power of intent. The body follows the mind. In his mind, he says he's getting better. In his mind, he says he's playing. In his mind, he keeps showing up every week doing more and more and more because he has it in his mind. I have to get to this level. A lot of people in rehab, they just do the rehab and wait for it to heal. He's doing rehab with intent, meaning, look, I need to get to this level by this day. Okay, how do I get there? What type of therapy do I need to do to get there? So he's just not doing a normal therapy, and he's breaking records. This is unprecedented. It's never been done. Okay, it's never been done. And he's breaking records left and right, and he's going to show the world the power of rehab and the power of intent. Where you set benchmarks, not the benchmarks for rehab for Achilles. It's not doing that. He's saying, great, this is the benchmark of the rehab, but I need to get to this by next Monday. I need to get to this by the following. How do I get from here to here by Monday? And they're now introducing a lot of modern techniques, different things, picking up marbles with his feet, different hot, cold therapies, massage, a whole bunch of different. I won't bore you with all the details, but movement, okay, walking in a pool, whatever it takes, movement. He's doing front and back movements, all right, and he's practicing these kind of things, and it's stabilized. Next will come the lateral movement, which is very important, and probably a week or two away from that. But I mean, he can't drop back 3 steps and throw the ball. If they're on the 5-yard line, he could probably do that right now. He's doing it in practice. I understand it's not, game live, but he's dropping back 3 and throwing it. I'll trust him to throw that pass over Zach Wilson, who should be replaced by Trevor Siemian, in my opinion. I thought Zach did not look well. He wasn't in a good position, but I didn't think he looked well last night. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers rising, part 2. Okay, he is coming back. Look for him by week 14. Okay, maybe by week 13. What are we, week 10? probably a few weeks away. Week 13 is pushing it. Week 14, and he's breaking records, but it's the power of rehab, the power of intent. I need to get from this point to this point. I don't care, okay, what the rehab is for this. Aaron Rodgers, that's a 3-week process. You know what he's saying? I don't care. I need to get to this point in a week. It's a 3-week process. What do I need to do? What do you need to do? What therapies do we need to do to speed up that process for a week instead of 3 weeks? He's doing that with absolutely everything, from the boot to the shoe to orthotic, to a high top to a low top. Okay? The movement back and forth. Now he's going to try to go side to side in the next couple of weeks. Okay? And he's just, let's do pool work. Let's do this. Let's do different types of therapy. Let's do movement, building it up. Different types of exercises to strengthen the ankle, to get mobility to the ankle. He's like, no, we need to get from this. And each week, there's a precedent of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, for all these things. He's doing it in a week. Now, I need to get that done in a week. Well, we can't do that in a week, Aaron. Well, we need to find a way. Call who you have to call to, research what you have to research, find a way to make it happen in a week instead of 3. And that's what they're doing. And so when he actually comes back, it's more than just about football, okay, and getting back to the Jets, playing him in a fantasy football league or anything like that. It has to do with, setting the bar, okay, for the future, because what he's doing has never been done. That's why I'm documenting it. I think what he's doing, the power of intent, the power, the intention of purpose, I think what he's doing is absolutely amazing. So I'm Dean Curry, Aaron Rodgers Rising, Part 2. Have yourself a wonderful day. Okay, sponsored by Fantasy Football, RSVP.